Camden People's Alliance really came out of the election campaign that we, the community of Camden, ran against Keir Starmer in the 2024 general election. Hundreds of people in the borough came together because we believed that Keir Starmer was not fit, not just to be Prime Minister, but even to be our Member of Parliament in Holborn and St Pancras. And the campaign generated enormous enthusiasm and energy. The election has been called for the 4th of July. We have 6 weeks.
It's a lot of people and we're going to coordinate as best we can. So these are your lovely leads for the day.
I have to be honest, a lot of them. I was sort of turning it.
Where were we? I was quite knackered.
We decided after the campaign that we needed something to take forward the sorts of issues that we had campaigned on, the sorts of issues that people had raised with us on the doorstep during the campaign.
Camden Council is not listening to the needs of residents and is going down a route of private development which is not going to deliver results that is for the best interests of people on the estate or around the estates.
Camden Council would be one of the worst boroughs, I would say, in the UK in their attitude towards those experiencing homelessness. We have no real relationship with Camden Council, despite we have been on the streets for over 14 years, operating directly on the streets. Homeless services is massively underfunded. There's a policy of enforcement of displacing people. You know, if somebody rocks up, puts a tent up out of desperation, 9 times out of 10 they'll have the police at them, they'll have private security moving them on, harassing them.
Our logo is solidarity, not charity. And last time when Camden Council were caught on camera putting tents in the bin, we had a few meetings. First they denied it, then they said, oh yes, we're sorry, it won't happen again. And it happened once more, and now today it's happened again. We cannot treat the vulnerable and the weakest in society as if they don't matter. They do matter. The way we treat the weakest in society is what reflects who we are.
Save our NHS. Wake up here.
People are absolutely fed up with Labour. I mean, I and my family, we were Labour supporters all our life, but in recent times, we just couldn't stand because we believe that Labour has become too much of far right rather than supporting people who are on the ground, who are local. For them, it's all about privatisation, all about helping the people at the top rather than helping the general population of the country.
Not only is Keir Starmer very unpopular all around the country, he's also extremely unpopular in his own backyard. His policies are absolutely dire. We're spending billions and billions of pounds on weapons and defence. At the same time, people are working, at colleges such as this one, can't be given a decent pay award, and they provide such an important task educating local working class youngsters.
When Camden councillors were asked previously to put out a ceasefire statement, something so simple in the face of mass murders and violence, Keir Starmer's Labour Party threatened Camden councillors with the whip. In the end, not a single one of the 43 Labour councillors supported the call for a ceasefire. 0!
We have, in essence, a sham democracy. We have a corporate media, mainstream media, which keeps everybody in the dark, misinforms us quite deliberately. Most people haven't got a clue what's happened to the NHS. And we have a two-party system which essentially share the same political goals, which is neoliberalism, which is privatisation, tax cuts for the rich, and a decimation of public services. There is an overwhelming need and demand for something different.
Failed the alternative to Starmer in Camden. Camden people's alive.
And the realization of the extent and intensity of the crisis that many people in the borough of Camden were facing in their daily lives. And that's what really led us to create Camden People's Alliance.
It's the people who are in houses as well. It's the in-house, in-work poverty. It's the rise of food banks. We feed people in Street's Kitchen on the street. And it's not just the homeless there, it's people who are working. It's the bin collectors sometimes collect food from us. It's families with young children who can't afford food. Food poverty in Camden is just off the scales.
We're in a climate crisis, a housing crisis, cost of living crisis. It's not like we have infinite resources that can be wasted on homes we can't afford to live in. This has to stop now. Public land should have only public housing. It's not for sale. It's not for people to make money off of. And it needs growth investment from the government and also to retrofit and maintain the properties that already exist.
If we keep on going down the cross-subsidy route, we will use up all the public land wastefully. We can't go on doing it.
We're a broad organisation. We believe that all should be treated fairly and equally.
And then whenever you look at these, you've got poor doors, where those who are living in the council housing or social housing have to go through a different way. So those more affluent don't have to see these people who are poor.
What we, the Camden People's Alliance, are trying to do is to work with the communities of Camden to deal with the critical issues facing us, be that issues of inadequate social and council housing, the issue of the environment, which confronts all of us in Camden. Our council, controlled by Keir Starmer's Labour Party, seems to want to push the poorer members of our community out of the borough, destroying social and council housing, offering them alternatives, sometimes hundreds of miles away from Camden, where they have lived for generations. Why are they doing it? Because they are hand in glove with private developers, with large corporations. We have the extraordinary situation where the Camden Council gave the Google Corporation £1.5 million to build a new fancy head office right next to the Camden Council, as it happens, while at the same time repairs on social and council housing estates remain unaddressed for years and years. It feels to us like our council is more concerned with the needs of the super wealthy and huge corporations than it is with the residents of Camden, who they are supposed to represent. At the same time, we link our struggles in the borough of Camden to greater struggles that are taking place across Britain and across many parts of the world. So we stand steadfastly with the people of Palestine, and we believe that our tax money should not be used to continue to support the ongoing genocide. And as our MP, Keir Starmer, plans to increase the defence budget by an astonishing £15.4 billion, we say to our MP, far better use of that taxpayers' money is to ensure services on the ground, better housing, better healthcare, better public transport, better education facilities, and of course, better benefits to address the ongoing cost of living crisis. We want to introduce a different kind of politics to Camden and to Britain. Not a politics that is top-down, dominated by particular personalities who think that they somehow have the wisdom to tell the vast majority of us what should and shouldn't be done. But instead, we want to invert that. We want a politics from the bottom up.
It's failed, it's broken, we need change. Something like Camden People Alliance, I mean, that's important because alliance is the key word. It is bringing groups like us together, bringing other groups together who actually have got a voice, that we maybe will have councillors that will answer to those constituents.
Every candidate of Camden People's Alliance will sign up to these 10 pledges. I believe in these 10 pledges. They are: we will stand alongside residents. We will be accountable to residents. We will oppose austerity. We will campaign for improved services. We will hold to account corporate developers and landlords. We will not take bribes. We will fight back social and economic inequality and racism and injustice. We will stand against the genocide. We will support trade unions and workers' rights. We will protect the environment.
There will be a lot of focus on what happens in Camden, given that the Prime Minister is based here. Everyone knows that the mayor elections are a referendum on Starmer's leadership. Let's take this, let's send that clear message. Let's give Keir Starmer the boot.
We need you to join Camden People's Alliance so that your voice can be heard in deciding what the priorities are for the borough of Camden and how we achieve those priorities as a community. So join up now. We want you to be a part of this growing community to make Camden a better place for all its people.